We sail.
Lucanus, have you ever had a dream where you forgot you had a job to do?
And you only remember it at the last moment? All the time.
And then you go to do the job, and your teeth fall out.
For me, it's always, and then I left my boots in Treviso somehow.
Striking the crossroads without forethought would be folly. The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharpened.
Fen'Harel's spite is endless, and his trickery not easily overcome. He will have traps in wait. A crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
That was Elgar'nan and Gillenane. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
The dagger. Of course Solus found a way to spy on the other gods.
Let's hope it doesn't work both ways.
Onward, dweller.
Lucanus, the dream where you're being chased by monsters?
Is it the one where you feel like you're stuck in mud? Or the one where you just cannot avoid them?
It was the first one. My legs would only move at a snail's pace.
That one's not as bad as the one where I climb a wall and they're already at the top.
The voices again.
Untold years asleep, only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom? We're already on it.
To other shores.
Lucanus, you ever wake up angry at someone for something they did in a dream?
Not personally, but Viago still stares daggers at me for throwing his pet snake out a window in a dream.
How could dream you do such a thing to an innocent snake?
If I ever meet him, I'll be sure to ask what he was thinking.
The voices again.
Delays. So much more could be accomplished from the Ventheneros. Solus raised that beacon in mockery of my own tower of learning. The disrespect.
Do not dwell upon it, Ergonom. The lighthouse is but one wonder we shall reclaim.
It will be remade, and all traces of Fen'Harel erased from its walls.
We sail.
I know that face. You're running what happened at Weishaupt through your head, aren't you?
I was so close.
It can't really help to dwell on your mistakes over and over.
I'm not dwelling. I'm analyzing.
Gillenane is a god. Or godlike anyway. We did great. You did great. But analyze away, if you're sure it helps.
The voices again.
But surely the knowledge you gained.
My champions offered themselves willingly. More works of precision laid low before finding their full potential.
You will have new subjects in recompense, whatever you wish.
Rook's assassin. His flesh could be given true wings, and a face that better suits one who carries a demon.
Inspired. Consider it done.
She is welcome to try.
If they touch you, death will be the least of their problems.
Onward, dweller.
Have you thought about calling him something else?
Who?
Spite?
Spite?
Exactly. Imagine being called Spite all the time, like broody or short. Wouldn't you forget you could be anything else?
I don't think you understand how demons work.
I understand that they're spirits, and spirits have been known to change.
spaces between. All right, I'll bite. What other name would you give Spite?
I don't know. Ask Spite what he wants to be called.
Huh?
It's his name, isn't it?
I think it's what he is, not what he's called. Asking just makes him irritable. To other shores.
So, you and Spite are allies now?
I'm not sure. Less adversaries, at least. Your own situation is different, isn't it?
It was. I mean, it is, but sometimes it just feels like this is just the beginning. There's something deep down, waiting. Does that make sense?
More than you know. Onward, dweller.
So, do you think you'll ever let Ilario out?
You think I was too hard on him?
No. He's an asshole, and absolutely belongs where he is.
For now, at least.
Are you actually saying you might let him out one day?
Katerina could use someone else to yell at besides me. Onward, dweller.
I'm not always agreeable.
Aren't you?
Am I?
You're trying to agree with me right now.
Damn it, Lucanus!
Onward, Dweller.
Jeez. I don't try to be agreeable intentionally. I just don't like being at odds with others. It's terrifying when everyone else shares an opinion I don't.
So you just go along with it? Even if it feels wrong?
I try not to?
You don't have to make other people comfortable. That's all I'm saying.
The deeper currents.
You know, Lucanus, you always try to keep the other crows and everyone around you happy.
No, I don't. It's impossible to make crows happy.
Oh, yes, you do. You were rushing around helping Taya with funeral plans instead of plotting revenge or something. You made Tosh 5 batches of deep-fried peppers yesterday.
Everyone likes deep-fried peppers.
That's exactly my point.
Places between.
Do you find you're always hungry these days?
I do. It's so odd.
It's probably having to lift all those rocks.
But I'm lifting them with magic.
The energy still has to come from somewhere.
shores.
You've been on this contract from the beginning, right?
I guess so?
What's your assessment of the targets?
Honestly, anybody the Venatori get excited about is trouble.
That's the truth.
To other shores.
Your grandmother's fascinating. She must have led such an exciting life.
Oh, you have no idea. Ask her about the time she killed a man with a thimble.
Well, I'm gonna have to now because... how?
Places between.
What's it like when you use your magic?
Oh, it's like I'm touching something vast and eternal. A well deep inside.
Ah, not so much like possession.
No, but it was terrifying the first time it happened.
That I understand.
The deeper currents.
Your reputation's earned. You're deadly with that bow. There have been many times I could have used you as my eyes.
Huh. Thanks.
You know, if you're ever interested in making a little coin,
What?
the crows pay well for people with your skills.
Onward, dweller.
So, when you say I could make a little coin, you mean for murder?
Assassination, please. And no, that's my job. You'd be watching my exits, taking care of stray problems.
How much coin are we talking?
Depends on the contract. Maybe 6,000?
Gold? 6,000 gold? To watch your back?
Too low? We can negotiate.
That's a herd of goats in a barn. That's brand new books for an entire village.
That's good.
When this is done, you and me, we'll talk.